Today I've got a sketchbook tour for you. This is the sketchbook. It's a Strathmore mixed media, which I know plenty of other people have used on YouTube, and I like it. It holds the paint well and thick enough pages. I like the soft cover. You see here I've got different stickers. Some of them I made myself. That one I'm pointing to I did not, but the ones along the bottom and the other flowers I definitely did. And then, yeah, I used this from 2022 till 2023. So about a year and a half. Almost, yeah, a year and a half exactly. On this very first page, I swatched a bunch of the supplies I was going to use. And then here on the left, you see I made some other DIY stickers, which are super fun. You'll see I experiment with all types of mediums. I've got watercolors, the gouache, and, I make notes. That's something I tried to do more so in the beginning. I was inspired by color mixing, and I'll talk more about that later. But this swatch page, that's actually a shout out to Sandy Hester. She does amazing sketchbook tours here on YouTube, so I'll link her below. But yeah, you see me here, I'm just pointing out the different colors and the different reds and hues and shades, and it's just nice to refer back to. It's really pretty. This first page, I sketched what I saw. So there was a ad, or there was an image that I've kept in my world for a long time that I copied essentially. And then a couple other images, flowers. I'm still getting used to the different, did I want to use pencil? Did I want to use pen? And then this next page, I took a Skillshare class. I just worked with composition, different flowers, really took my time with this, I remember. This next page, I'm experimenting with acrylic gouache. I just used the primary colors and did different lines and tried, just to see what each looked like, basically. And then the next page is inspired by an artist, Rare Press. I will link her below as well. She sent out a calendar for like a Patreon reward, and I liked the different women and had fun kind of drawing my own versions of some of them. This was just me doing a lot of kitchen supplies, and I loved just the graphic nature of it. I love how it turned out. And you see here, I realize there's something underneath that I don't need. Another sticker I made. Okay, back to where we were. So this next page, kind of funny, random, strange, but I use the Peebo like masking fluid. So you use that with watercolor to create a essentially like to be able to reveal something that didn't get colored over. I did a terrible job explaining that. But yeah, this was a very experimental page. I don't think I knew what I wanted to do, but I just kept adding text, and I wasn't super happy with that. But overall, shows I'm learning. This next page is inspired by Matisse. I had a book and I looked at different things. That belly button looks weird, but I think that was fairly successful. And this next page, I had more flowers, again, in acrylic gouache and potentially watercolor. I don't think I used both, though. I think I used acrylic gouache. This next page I'm really happy with. I found some reference images on Pinterest and went for it. I think they look pretty good. All right, so Crixus is the artist I'm thinking of who uploaded an amazing video, and I'll link it below. of them color mixing, and that's how I got this page. I was like, there are so many different tones and palette, or you can make your own palette. So I just took the three basics: deep yellow, ultramarine, and scarlet, and color mixed to my heart's content, and kept mixing the colors that came from those original mixes. This next page, you'll see I actually covered it up. I don't remember what I have underneath it. It is shameful, apparently. But this page, I tried to use Posca pen. It wasn't so successful. So I wrote Posca and Posca didn't like it. It's very scratchy on this different kind of, clearly not professional quality paper, just kind of your standard construction. But then, surprisingly, I love the texture and the coloring of the soft pastel I used. So you win some, you lose some. And then, you see I used just a different other black pen. This page is fun. Different stamps I was inspired by. But don't love the center flower very much. And I had some issues with the masking fluid. So it goes. All right, this is even more intentional color mixing, but an attempt to understand colors and values and hues better. I, took my time to then play around with what happens when it's yellow and green. All the different color mixes. Came up with some really, really good ones. Once again, I've saved a lot of images that are super line graphic oriented. So that's what this page is about. Same with the one on the right. I tried drawing the same woman a couple times. And then, again, I felt inspired by Matisse with the hair and whatnot. I kept adding to it, actually. And maybe that was the problem. I didn't let it be done. I felt like it needed more refining. And then in the refinement, I'm actually not sure that it looks so good. I wish I'd done more with their face. And then this next page is fun. Again, some graphic images, a lot of reference from Pinterest, and of course the Moomin. So Maisie, not my original characters, but that's what a sketchbook can be for. And then, once again, some swatches. This is the Kuretake Ganzei Tambi watercolors, which I want to use more now that I am revisiting this page. And you can tell I went to my sketchbook when I wanted to play with color, and that's super fun. I think there's no shame in just putting colors together and seeing what they look like. This next page I really love. I think I captured some of the plants and their colors pretty well. I was using a limited palette. That does not look like my friend Erin, but so be it. And then this is a page of different bugs and, once again, using some of my favorite colored pencils. I like how this person turned out on the right with kind of their shirt and their socks. But, do I love it? Maybe not. This page I like. I like the flower in the very middle there. That's good. And the one on the top left. And then I was watching a streamer, drew them. This is a Patreon challenge, and it was to recreate an artwork. And that was fun. This, I am actually using a blue pencil, which you're supposed to then be able to scan and not see the lines. So it's nice to use and then draw on top of, but I clearly was not so brave to draw on top of a lot of them. More faces. This is using the Posca pen, I believe. And then, I found the markers that bleed through the page. But I love them, and I like the snake plant I drew. That woman in the corner is fun. This next page is wild, but I have some good. There's some goodies in that too. Not every photo or image you draw needs to be spectacular. I think that Jigglypuff is looking pretty sad. This page I didn't completely fill. I think I was nervous to not do it justice. And then on the right here, I attempted October, Inktober of sorts. Some are better than others. That mask is scary. This trunk I've gone back to a lot, actually. Yeah, some of these I kept trying to add to and salvage them, but some of them just weren't quite there. I like the font. Me. All right, this is now 2023 territory. So I did some sketching while in Nashville during February. Yeah, I actually really like how this spread turned out. This one's funny. I drew the one on the left. The other one on the right was my boyfriend drawing. And then this page, I tried so hard to do a monoprint with aluminum foil, and it did not turn out. So that was a experimentation, probably a little bit of a fail. This one was cool. I really enjoy the sgraffito technique. Basically, right, you have colored pencil underneath, you draw a soft pastel, and then you scratch away the pastel to reveal the colored pencil. This, yet again, you can tell I have a style of wanting to, fill a page with different stuff. Love this colored pencil. The effect it got. It's like multicolored pencil. I did this sketch. Oh, coming back to show you these other two drawings and paintings using reference images. So these three are from the same session. And once again, more images. Mixing pen and colored pencil, or soft pastel rather. This, it's a fail. I tried to do a sgraffito effect. I just ended up ripping the paper. We don't need to talk about it. These are some of my favorite lilies. And then here are some selfie sketches, only self-portraits. And then I made this mushroom, once again using my favorite multicolored colored pencil. Multicolored colored pencil, added again. You probably saw in my last video that I uploaded about, drawing that little boy and painting that man. So that man is acrylic washed. So that's it. This is my sketchbook. I hope you got some ideas or inspiration. Excited to work on my next one. Thanks so much for watching, and catch you later. Take care.